Well, all right. We have come down here to Huntington Beach State Park today, and our first stop is going to be Atalaya Castle. Well, the first room that you're going to come into here when you come into Atalaya is actually the Oyster shucking room. So this is the room that I would spend my most time in, would be the Oyster shucking room. I don't know how this video would turn out in here, but this is where they would shuck the oysters at. On the right hand side we have the horse stables. So the left side, as soon as you come in, you have the oyster shucking room, and then on the right hand side you have the horse stables. Anna bought her a horse for $25 off a local guy, and that was one wretched horse, but she rode it and treated that horse very well. Now, if you do see some resemblance to Brook Green Gardens, they were essentially built at about the same time, which was from 1931 to 1933. And they're actually setting up for a wedding here today. Gina told me that we came down for pictures. The last time we came down here was for pictures, and that would have been when Nalani was about 8 or 9 months old. But they're ahead of me now, but they're setting up for a wedding, which is, I'll bet this is actually a very beautiful wedding venue. Now this castle is actually their home, their summer or winter home actually. They would come down because she had tuberculosis, and they thought the warmer weather down here in the summertime would be better for her. But they would come down here in the summer, and they would stay in the summertime. Now there are numerous rooms in this building. This is number 17. I don't know what it is, but I think Gina's already in here with me, so I'll get her. This is the sunroom. Actually, this was called the sunroom, and it's facing the beach. So when you sit in here, you can hear the ocean in the background, which I would believe that would be very soothing. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but this is the sunroom. Now the next room, after you come back behind the secretary's room, is actually Anna's bath. And this would be where Anna's bath was at. Now her fireplace and her bathroom was a little bit more extravagant, but you could sit here and take a bath and hear the ocean, which would be really cool for the 1940s and 50s. Now this is the master bedroom here. Now Mr. Archer was 6'5". And his shower, which he had his own bath also, his shower has 7 shower heads in it. His bed was 8 feet long, and they had 2 twin Murphy beds in here, and his bed would fold up when it wasn't in use. But here's his bath. There's his shower, which was a stand-up shower, and has 7 heads in it. There's 3 on this wall, 1 up top, and then 3 on this side. Wardrobe room. Mr. Archer's study. I keep referring to him as Mr. Archer, but his name was Archer Huntington. And it looks like there's another little room here off to the left here. Got its own fireplace. Every room's got its own fireplace. Here's a closet. Well, since Mr. Archer built this for Anna, you would have to have a large studio room. And it is right outside here. Wow, look at the size of this room. All that lighting you have up top. Then your courtyard outside with a lot of windows. You got a lot of windows in this building. And a big fireplace. This fireplace is huge. Now I have 5 monkeys chattering in the studio. The peafowl screaming in the yard, and bears crawling on the other side. As a sculptor, I call it an embarrassment of riches, but others might not think so. 1936, and a Hyatt, Huntington. And then right outside her indoor studio would be the outdoor studio, which was actually pretty big. That would be the stables right there. Horse stables. On the other side would be the dog kennel and the bears. the bear pound. Alright, now you go to the left once you come into the main building. The first room you're going to see is a toilet. One of the bathrooms for the building. Let's go on down this hall. I bet this is where they, a lot of your kitchen stuff and everything like that, your pantries and all that were at. The breakfast room. Not the breakfast club, but the breakfast room. There again, it's facing the ocean, so you can hear the ocean. Feel that ocean breeze coming through that room right now. Wow, this room here has got a really big fireplace, and this is the dining room. I don't know if they had formal dinners in here, but this is how big the dining room is, which is actually a pretty good size. And this building is actually Moorish architecture. This must be the kitchen. Here's your pantry. Oh, hey, how you doing? She closed it up on me. I cannot believe you did that. And when you leave out of the kitchen, you have the servants' room. Now, the servants' room is actually about the same size as their master bedroom. And it has its own fireplace. This is supposed to be the nicest room in the house. Was actually the servants' room. And that's what it says in the guidebook.
Right there.
Oh, it says that right here. By most accounts, this was the most used, the most comfortable room in the house, with upholstered furniture, rugs covering the floor. Although telephone service to the outside world was unavailable, the Huntington used an internal phone system which rang in this room to summon the servants. So, most comfortable room in the house. Well, I was actually wrong. That is not the kitchen. The kitchen is actually over here.
Yeah.
And they had 2 coal burning stoves in here. This is the kitchen. Large ice box, refrigerator, 2 coal burning stoves. Must be like some sort of pantry here. Oh, the ice box.
The ice box.
This is the ice box. I bet it's cold in here.
The pantry to get to the ice box.
All right. 300-pound blocks of ice that were brought from Georgetown. These rooms are pretty small when you think about it. There's not a lot of room in them.
I mean, well, you look at the guest, or not the guest quarters, but the servants' quarters.
Yeah.
They're pretty big considering.
Yeah. They're big. That's what on down here. This is a servant's quarters room.
All number 27s.
All 27. Okay.
Okay, this is the cook's quarters.
The cook's quarters in here.
But I mean, considering.
For the age,
you know,
time and age.
smaller than this,
Yeah.
this is pretty generous for a servant's quarter.
Yeah. So when you leave out of the kitchen area, the first room, now these are your servants' rooms down here. These are your servants' quarters rooms right here. They employed local people from Sandy Island, Georgetown, but they all had studies, they all had desks, their beds, wardrobes. Now some people traveled with them down from New York, but they probably had people that stayed here year-round and lived here year-round, and they would just come down in the summer or in the wintertime.
These rooms number 29 are all storage.
These are all storage over here. 29s.
Got more servants on the
Servants on the left here, storage on the right. And the storage rooms are actually pretty big. Can I guess what that is? Well, this is actually would be my favorite room, and there would be my favorite seat.
Your throne.
My throne.
That's the servants' bathroom.
Servants' bathrooms.
So they had two.
So they had two bathrooms. They had one with a stand-up shower in it, and one with a
Tub.
bathtub.
Maybe one was for men, one was for women.
Probably men and women, yeah. Probably the men had the stand-up showers. The laundry room. And number 32. What's 32?
Laundry room.
32 is a laundry room also. Oh, and another bathroom over here.
Well, actually, let me look at this. Maybe it's not. Housekeeper's room.
Housekeeper's room. So the housekeeper actually had her own bathroom, looks like.
She was the head housekeeper.
She was the head housekeeper. Yeah, she did all the hiring, so the head housekeeper had her own bathroom. Oh, and there is actually a sign up here. Anna McKinnon. Oh, she's from Scotland. Well, this pretty much concludes the tour of Atalaya Castle.
The drying yard down there.
The drying yard. Okay.
You can see up there where they had a pulley system to hang everything.
Ah, so they'd hang it from...
They'd hang it and then they could
Pull it
things
back and
in,
forth.
Pull things out.
Yeah.
And those are the chauffeur's quarters down there.
Chauffeur quarters here.
That's been turned into restrooms.
And the laundry drying room. So there was actually pulleys over on that other wall come over to here, and they could actually hang the clothes up to dry in this area here. So I'm going to walk over here and we'll take a look at this sign for the drying yard. So this was the enclosed courtyard. All right, and then the chauffeur's was right here, which is actually now bathrooms. And that might be the chauffeur's door right there. But it was on the other side of this wall. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. That was a really, really, really good time in there. We're going to continue to walk around and explore Huntington Beach here. I don't know if this will be broken up in segments or not, but if it's broke up in segments, we'll see you on the flip side. Stay frosty, hit that like button and subscribe.